All right, welcome back, everybody. It is recruitment season, and we have been chatting with UWI for a little while now through the various faculties and speaking about their programs and some opportunities that students can look forward to. This morning with me is Senior Lecturer of the Department of Creative and Festival Arts, and he is representing the Faculty of Humanity and Education, and his name is Mr. Jessel Murray. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, Carrie. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, I must say. I mean, we were just speaking offline there, and you were saying that the early mornings must be bliss for us, which is not bliss.
Yes. No, well, I think I like early mornings. When I do have to do them, the rest of the day has so many possibilities. This is what we tell the students this. I mean, students at the universities don't like anything earlier than 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes, but we do have to have 9 o'clock classes. So yeah, and people have to get used to it, and at least nowadays in our I can't call it hybrid situation or online situation, you could just crawl across and log on and you're ready to go. And we have been doing this quite as much. So people have to get used to it.
I guess for now, and until we see our way out of this via vaccination and whatnot. But
yes.
Nonetheless, UWI continues, and the recruitment season is here. So what are some of the programs in the Faculty of Humanities and Education?
Humanities and Education, yes. I see you all have up my, thank you so much for putting up my creative arts credentials. I'm here, though I'm a Deputy Dean for Distance and Outreach at the Faculty of Humanities and Education, representing our Dean, Dr. Heather Cato, who I would say proudly presides over 7 particular divisions of the Faculty of Humanities and Education. And just the other day on Wednesday, we had our open day for both graduates and undergraduates, and I moderated it, and I started off by saying we're the most diverse, and in our belief, the most diverse faculty at the University of the West Indies at St. Augustine. We span everything from our School of Education, which of course, all of us here will have passed through people from the School of Education. We have our Film Studies program, award-winning film program. In between, as you have already noted, we have our creative and festival arts. As well, we have a history, we have LCCS, that is our literary, cultural, and communication studies. And then we have our Department of Modern Languages and Linguistics. And then we have our non-degree, but which gives courses in many courses in as many as 9 languages, our Center for Language and Learning. All of these are available under the one roof of the Faculty of Humanities and Education. And the lovely thing about it, although I've listed them separately, there's a lot of cross-fertilization. Right. So you are allowed to do. One is allowed to do minors. You can have a major in something. You can have a minor in something. You can have double majors. And even if you don't want to go that route, you can do any sort of cross-fertilization studies. People in film studies go to creative and festival arts. People in languages can do things in history. People in theater can go to the LCCS, the literary and cultural and communication studies. In fact, communication studies is one of the very popular programs in humanities and education. So there are lots of things and possibilities of what one can do here.
And that's very heartening to know. I know that pre-COVID, your mode of recruitment would have been in person. There would have been open days where students could have come in and see what each program is about and get brochures and whatnot. What are your modes of recruitment now that we're in the midst of a pandemic?
Well, the modes are virtual. And as I said, on Wednesday, we had a virtual open day, and it was a delight. Because I said I was first hand with it, delight to welcome all of those students, both undergraduate and graduate prospectives. And there's something else which I'll come to in a moment, but what we were able to do, we got them in, we did some of our presentations, we had some of our alumni speak virtually, and then we said, time to get intimate and up close, and we went into our breakout sessions. And we were supposed to end at around, we started at 6, so supposed to end around 8. I was still sitting down there around 8:20 saying, when are these people going to stop? That was the level of interest that people had in the various things here. And our whole campaign this year has been, but the university's own is about game changers, join the game changers. But what we have to our up close and personal is called Let's Talk You. So when we get into those situations, we want to hear from you. What are your concerns? What do you expect? And so we have this ongoing campaign actually in each of our divisions within the coming weeks, which are going to be inviting students in virtually to Let's Talk You at Humanities and Education. And we're looking forward to that very much.
Now, Let's Talk You. It sounds very personal and very intimate. All the classes going to be virtual, or will there be some in-person classes as well?
All right, so we have no way of predicting. The statistics seem to suggest that students are dying to be back on campus. We have, like everybody else, we have seen what the Prime Minister's recent pronouncements have stated, that there will be a type of return to normalcy. He didn't speak about tertiary institutions, he spoke about the schools, but of course by extrapolation one can say the tertiary institutions will be following some of that. I can't speak overall for what the university may do, but there's a feeling certainly that a hybrid sense is if the secondary schools open and the tertiary open, I think there's a sense that there'll be a hybrid existence, and the University of the West Indies has a very well developed platform for virtual delivery called the My E-Learning platform. So that can continue quite well. So we will look to the future to see what can occur.
Now, speaking of the future, what do graduates? What are some of the things that graduates of any of the programs in the Faculty of Humanities and Education?
I was hoping you would ask that, and if I were you, I would look back behind you right now, because people are coming to take your job. I would say, whoa, I shouldn't have asked that question. That's the Pandora's box. Yeah, I mean, I was rattling off to students about prospective students about the possibilities. One of the first things I said to students is, yes, you can end up working with and for people. But one of the things that the University of the West Indies is talking about is entrepreneurial studies. What can you create as part of the Caribbean family? What are you going to say, either in terms of activism or job creation? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be in communication studies, hence, as I said, taking up here? Are you going to be in teaching? But in teaching, are you going to be administrating? Are you going to be doing some sort of consultancy? People talk about, let's say, things like history. What are you going to be doing? The thing about it is that when you go into courses like history, when we're talking about in courses of the languages, the possibilities are endless, because you can move into any aspect of industry that you need. I was speaking about one of the things that we see every day we take for granted. Every day at 4 o'clock, somebody in corporate communications steps up for the Ministry of Health and says, these are the numbers for today. And we have to say, you know what? That's where you can be as well. Corporate communications directly. You can be an entrepreneur. You can be a cultural attaché. You can be in any level of teaching. You can be part of teaching. You could be in measurement. You can be in consultation. My own area, you can be in creative arts and exhibitions in terms of visual art. However, you can also be an art entrepreneur. You can be an art management person. And you notice I'm just going on and on, because there are so many possibilities. There's film studies, there's in front of the camera as an actor, there's behind the scenes, and there's myriad possibilities. There's writing, there's directing. I can just go on and on. And what the statistics have shown is that people in industry love people from the humanities and education, because there's a wealth, first of all, of knowledge and training, and then there's these are the sort of people, our former students, who we believe are the most malleable. They're easy to be trained and can work across across the disciplines, and as I said, exactly in terms of the humanities in education, from teaching to film, performing, visual art. There's, as I said, there's the management possibilities, and of course, as I said, bring it right back to you. There's communication. Keep looking over your shoulder. There's going to be an FHE person coming to be with you. All right.
Yeah, they can be with. They can't take the place.
Yeah.
They can be with.
No. But of course. There's room at the table, not so?
Yes, plenty room.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Jessel Murray, I want to thank you so much for your time this morning, and thank you for the information as well. And students can definitely look forward to the boundless opportunities that's available via the faculty.
Yes, and we want to talk. We want to talk you. That's a message to the students. We want to talk you.
Of course. Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your morning and stay safe.
And the same to you all. Always a pleasure to see you all.
Thank you very much. We're going to take a short break there. Remember, you could go onto UWI's website and get more information as well about any of the faculties, but specifically this morning, in front of the possibilities there with the Faculty of Humanities and Education, so you can check them out online. All right, we're going to take a break and come back with much more. Stay with us.